Daddy Lumba or Sikasem. This is your boy Patrik Barfi, High Life Radio, and I will see Sikasem program no any bro financial peace education every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. Higher baby, we help you to pay off debt or money debt. We help you to manage risk, and save and invest. Every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. is Sikasem Hojmawaha. Wo contribution wo bibia utime de ba na nyina yɛde ahyehyɛ so sɛnea mekan no ɛnkyɛ bia yɛde ba bɛhye so a no yɛtwa ho aba sisi a sɛ yɛtwa ho aba so no hala wo nua bi na ɔno so ɛhala ne nua bi na ɔnka nkyɛn sɛ yɛde ba bɛhyɛ so a no sikasɛm program no ɛne yɛba na yɛtwa ho aba sisi a yo therefore your boy Patrik Barfi and so it was topic sonko bi kra amount and then you say auto payments 5 reasons car loans are a bad deal. And you become one said they kind a high life radio and I would your boy Patrik Barfi SM program, the financial peace education, yeah, the bro every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. No, hey baby, you try say you be helpful, you minimize the debt, now you manage your risk, now you helpful now. What's even what investing? Hey, it's a baby, you see, kasem ho juma pa. In name say kurom ha ɛyɛ baabi a emu hyehyɛ paa when it comes to finance, especially personal finance. Yɛnya baabi yɛnya advice bebree. Na no koraa de asɛm bi a metee na ɛyɛ me ya bebree. Obi ka asɛm bi kyerɛ me ma ɛhyɔke me koraa sɛ na mene ne ka 529 ho asɛm. Sɛ on try no say 529 or say 529 ɛnyɛ adan a sɛ woyɛ 529 a yɛ ma wo loan ɛma wo bank school. Hey, srɛ mo yɛse no mu yɛngyae ɛmu bebree hɔ nom a yɛnim akenkan koraa no a pɛ expert no bisa no mentee da sɛ wowɔ 529 wo save ama aba akɔ school a ɛno nti no yɛma wo loan ɛma no mfa nkɔ school mentee bi da menhu baabi ɛwɔ obi nim a mpakyɛ ɔnkyerɛ me ɛno nti no nipa no sɛ 529 ɔnyɛ ɛnyɛ papa adan a sɛ wɔyɛ a na sɛ bi sika no watumi asave a no ɛnso ne ba a ɔde kɔ school no nyinaa na yɛma no loan kɔ because of save 529 ɛdi ade bi hɔ no ma wodwen ho koraa no a it make sense ba yɛse ne dɔɔso akɛyakɛ ne yɛngya aside no ne yɛmbisa expert anaasɛ yɛntumi try sɛ yɛbɛtumi aredi tiɛ nɛ yɛ topic no ɛyɛ auto payment 5 reasons car loans are a bad deal. 5 reasons are car loans a bad deal and then you become one but before you become one no yɛnhwɛ adeɛ kakra and then make me a minority mindset minority mindset ɛyɛ biribi a ɛnyɛ biribi a ɛyɛ gidigidi and as it has nothing to do with your culture and I say ethnicity or your skin color. Is a mindset of thinking different from other people. Other people, we say for time immemorial, there are all the people do the same thing. It doesn't get them anywhere. The few people now, they be something different. No, they win. They are successful on the things they do. It say woyɛ biribi wokɔ baabi na sɛ wosi line no ɛyɛ tenten obiara di saa line no so na 1 or 2 bi pɛ afa baabi a ɛm sɛ also follow saa 1 or 2 because like I said historically all of us we do the same thing, we don't go anywhere, but the few ones now free mu no ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ biribi wohwɛ mu a lot of our situation mefa American example, we all do the same thing but it doesn't get anywhere. People now majority of the people are broke, miserable, unhappy, and not fulfilled because we are all doing the same thing. You do the same thing. Yeah. Start here, you just loan near the school. We are personal loan, you car loan. Just say the same thing yeah. But few ones now I cry almost say I don't know yes because we use 50 na make car bia adregu as near so be an car no crown what ya yeah na if you say and you die na and see that's the minority thinking. If you want to live a different way, you have to stop doing what you're doing. Also change their way because they be away the same things and understand the kind but say now different results are insanity and no so on your channel it you make sure say minority thinking the be a dream yɛngyae no nto kakra na yɛstart sɛ yɛbɛdwen biribi foforɔ bi kakra anaasɛ yɛbɛchange nneɛma mu kakra. That's minority thinking. Minority thinking no kurom a yɛanyɛ saa na de biara deɛ adua a ɛnyɛ yie te sɛ deɛ meka yɛanhwɛ na yɛnhwɛ people around us. When it comes to finance, I look at the people around us, the same thing in there. If I nkɔsi hwee yɛgye loan a ne yɛagye ne yɛkɔ ne yɛba ne yɛtua ɛyɛ a ne yɛasa ne yɛkɔ saa nti ne yɛba become something different. Yi biribi different bi afiri de biara yɛ nyinaa yɛdwen anaasɛ de biara yɛ nyinaa yɛyɛ no sɛ deɛ meka ne topic no yɛ auto payment about say 5 reasons that car loans are a bad idea. 5 reasons car loan a bad idea. Wopɛ sɛ wo joining in a wobɛtumi ajoine in mede wei ne to chat no mu sese a wobɛtumi ajoine in pɛ sɛ womake comment pɛ sɛ wode chat ba wo questions biribia wobɛtumi de ato chat mu anaa wankasa wobɛtumi afrɛ wobɛtumi ajoine in wobɛtumi ayɛ mede links ne nyinaa to hɔ no nti wopɛ sɛ wojoine wobɛtumi ajoine in na sɛ woyɛ just join in anaa wobɛtumi de questions if you don't wompɛ sɛ wobɛjoine in so a wobɛtumi de questions ato me wobɛtumi ansa ama wo anaa wo contribution bi a so last week a few people no more contribute to that was very, very nice. Yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛka sɛ auto payment koraa anaasɛ car payment, vehicle payment koraa no a ɛyɛ dɛn yɛhwɛ mu a yɛmu bebree wɔ hɔnom a yɛwɔ car payment adɛn a wohwɛ si situation a yɛwɔ mu a especially most people in this country wohwɛ ebi a yɛte obi a inside town paa anaasɛ baabi a transportation very accessible, easy to get to, to and from back and work ne saa nneɛma na where your friend saying bus system, train system, metro system very very effective ɛno deɛ ebi wa na wɔnhyɛ dɛ nhia kaa saa but wohwɛ America states bebree anaasɛ cities bebree wɔ hɔnom anaa counties bebree wɔ hɔnom a yana ɛnyɛ efficient saa wohwɛ the system now as a system no it was built in such a way say there most people, majority of people no yana sɛ yɛhia car yana sɛ yɛhia car nti no ɛna wohwɛ mu so a yɛmu bebree wɔ hɔnom a sɛdeɛ meka no yɛbɛkɔ adwuma ba yɛbɛyɛ biribi kakra ebi asɔre bi ne yɛbɛkɔ ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa na yɛhia car because say most cities are not built in such a way say those transport system is so easy to get them. It's Niana as a say binya car because one of our forwards the BM Semikawaha a major thing about transportation. You know here transportation a bit me akọ to and from a bit me drew baby a bit me abuayen. Yes, money now one of the forwards say and medical so actually say forwards no cry messia as I would dream crazy sweet. Hey, unya baby da kama utilities ball kama bibia ball kama unya aduane di na wonya wopɛ sɛ wokɔ baabi na wontumi nkɔ a ɛyɛ na ma ne ha adwene kakra sɛ adwene kora nsi so yi nti ɛyɛ ɛhia sɛ bi a ɛbɛnya ka according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York no sɛ as a 2020 no na 119 million nipa 119 million Americans ɛna ɔmo loan ɛwɔ ɔmo car so 119 million Americans in the loan a warmer castle. Check this out. It's almost about 44% of the US adult population. Almost 44% of the adult population. Almost 44% of the adult population. A car, friend saying, car payment. A very insane, yeah, I have listened to you for 10 minutes, but you haven't said anything related to the topic. Make sure your presentation boring and many people will lose interest. Oh, yeah, but and I made semester take interest in the it usually the started with the inspirational talk. That's what I was talking about, the minority thinking. It Sani and Yvia, the nearby and so it's mean Albert Ajimai. Thank you for joining in, by the way. Na yebebaso. Yenko baby, you 2 hours for having yebebaso. Right. Eti 44% in the adult population and only a woman car. So to me, I say insane crowd. Because what it is we make a loan at the talk a year, a friend said they talk yana and yet a good idea. Nti ne yɛhwɛ sɛ wohwɛ a na sɛ wohu sɛ nnipa bebree wɔ that situation no mu a ɛyɛ a na ɛha adwene yie obi wɔ nom a when it comes to woka kora bi wɔ wɔnte aseɛ ba when we are talking of data sometimes they put in a category obi say your friend say because Salif will say the worst financial investment ɛyɛ sɛ wobɛtɔ car na wode loan bɛto so Salif yɛ da ase your contribution is a very key ampa because you need to car it goes down in value. All right. It's see a loan na yeah the car and you sell it for cano. Sell it for welcome on the show by the way. And here why is it so bad? Say you beji you sell it for a decant crowd that one depreciation. You must be wrong my depreciation see depreciation when I can say a fancy word of CB use ama nyama as things that goes down in value. Right? To say bibi a wona de bia say ekɔ fam saa no enye advisable say wode obekwakoje obetompo ense say obeto anase obetompo kra na wo sa agi loan e de ato eti esa na say one calculate niam na yi because already na de na ekɔ fam si e fase e ba te say edan bibi bia wonim say ache kra na na say watɔ no the west ra no either say obi gyina baabi a wogyina barely see ebeto dan no ebekɔ fam most of the time yana a dan entire kɔ fam so the time I appreciate either say ebekɔ soro and I say anya yi kra no egyina baabi egyina by card yi name say bibi bia it goes down in value enye bibi bia appreciate we have cars me appreciate there but those ones no different those classic cars but under normal cars are mostly used to back and forth near most of them it goes down in value and for example say average car let's say average new car it's about 48k right 48k you name him say 48k so car lot so car but we my BBA we key amount wasn't sign of papers in every with the loan to so ni na waje ade no was pack your car what to call we p I say halfway see I don't crack car no crime say buyer's remorse me saba back back the car swat it 10% the value no call. In name sad say value no a call 10%. Into car ebi a me turn 40k no, all of a sudden that car no crash me kasa me call back now you check here no or say minya baby 39,500 39,500 and I was me saka back. Into the one any say ebi use loan ebi ato depreciation your friends say asset to say car no no say who you be a ubetimi as to market yɛmfa sɛ te sɛ sɛne wɔsi alus na te sɛ deɛ matɔ anaasɛ mayi bɛyɛ 4008 Benjamin Franklin agu hɔ na mede gya atom ɛyɛ biribi bi a woluse sɛ sika no a ɛnha wo anaa sɛ ɛnha wo deɛ ne yɛ fine ba nim sɛ ɛnim bebree hɔ nom a sɛ sika no ɛyɛ den sɛ yɛbɛtumi agye sɛ yɛluse no saa anaasɛ te sɛ deɛ anɔpa biara bɛsɔre whole year wosɔre anɔpa na wokɔ adwuma a wobobɔ $150 na watoa fa window sɛ obi mfa na watoa na ade kɔ ɛyɛ biribi bi a yɛbɛtumi alusu anaa saa na wotɔ car ɛteɛ na ɛkɔfo nti sɛ yɛgye loan yɛde tɔ car na that is how a ɛte a yɛkɔ apart from that no so no yɛnyina anim sɛ car na ɛkɔ down in value within a year no those cars no it goes down in value about 25% within a year. Be 25% na car no already no stage a woman no so okay so call back unya even crowd the 10% now it's be 25%. You know say na yehwe so a within 3 years no car cut down in value about 50%. Like I said, they have different classes of cars the way you see from bar on a normal cars I be a bit me afford the timmy turn pay 50% yet by 3 years na from and the car now you turn 48,000 within 3 years na 24,000 you know and yet advisable say adia eco from no ebeji loan near the ato and then no kwa si agi loan credit the ato ade eco from near agi loan near de to you should be happy ne say all of a sudden no ade a yedi eyi to no so no you say tria interest with the loan so into need the loan no kra na ya to ade na appreciate sa akofom no you say tria interest for loan so you know rapidly so no be kind of say it goes down like a rock no you know and yet advisable that's number one you make sure say what depreciation as a partner usually no ade depreciate no netokra no ya na nkanye di because like I said by car no e mu bibiri ho no situation wo mu yehia car no nti e wo se etode by se e bekọ akọgi loan ne dey etode enya advisable one depreciate and at the same time no so no you say tria interest also because bibia ni ho a e free bibia ni ho a e free so ba say wo say G idea because not financial institution here in Hobema so amount free. You may be right if you say you beat you or more may you wait no any free because more people are they have to pay them. It's number one. Number two, yeah, share number two, the reason why anyway, the length of the loans. I think say send you see at the depreciation channel and yen share the crowd hanum. Say a talk car usually no first cry who na car be 5 years na can be a car 5 years there why by say on average no it's about you talk car your mortgage car na say the loan at so na you on average no it's about 69 months 69 months in your data which is about roughly about 7 years right the also a tier and say Mama fa we nye example as a consolidate ni bi consolidate with debt bi the cabibri or consolidate we will consolidate debt na all of a sudden bi no first no kutua we kakra wa we kakra bi credit card miensa utua ba ko bi 100 300 we loan bi no so utua bi be another bi 100 into four things and we utua 400 into consolidate man no ebi omo ye man no na omo spread it nti kananka we no bi obeteki 30 months na yetwe ni area omo spread it ama na kosi bi 40 ebi 40 months nti 40 months no now no the loan na anase you na no utua no instead of saying bi obetua 400 no now no ebi about 300 it will feel say omaboa no remember say loan no emu twe no na utua more interest it no omomoa to say ebi a wo dwen no ye de ha hwehwe na say ye hwehwe the payment na if I say the payment na say sua no the moment as I say it tua 300 instead of 400 maybe nkrofoma ya de pa omaboa me technically no unhyɛ da nyehwe more kra no utua more mum enti ha se ebet so emu bia otimi ne car kra no de loan ato so tua afi be point na otimi atua say 5 years utua 3 years obi otimi de call no wasa refinance no wasa payment no usually no as one hwɛ interest rate ni yi obu ho an say bi kra na wo say atua more than the wo say we no into the length of the loan as I say ni no as I say cry there if you are a call more than that if you cry 8 years near there eti ubuhuane say all of a sudden no ade no emu twe ba office aboa wo and yes and tie uji more utua more interest eti no and at the more so car no remember we no na exa go upside down ade ba ko so ampe say obetimi obeye kra ne say o car sa wo upside down and I say o car the worth of your car no less than and less than how much you owe yeah and the to me car no e be car no value ankasa pa ye be 10,000 and so be I owe about 15,000 or so and no as to me due to awkward position BBS class a car no crown episode return and so person ton credit to me check car that means say in your pocket well so me 5,000 every pocket to me 10,000 these are some of the things I am buying a car on a note or mortgaging a car or buying a car on any good idea and I say any good deal any good idea you make sure say I said the car no my car my loan 3 years car na no already no the value baby jana and your friend is saying car near 10,000 but still more 15,000 here and yet the best of and that's the smartest thing I was here number 3 credit risk in name say in a period a study shows say in a period of 5 to 10 years average American I say ubia is something is called life bobra and I say life sometimes happens to you yes sometimes BBC you know sometimes we go accounts will be a scaffolding only those problems no more problems somebody and cry millions and thousands hundreds life happens you know life happens into there are some things that ever happen to you especially money issues emergencies your muffler better form car muffler be replace car also ultimately maintain you know there are so many issues that come you know that issues need see now one mortgage yourself with a car say every month be my sign contract say will see me $1,000 and I say will see me $750 at that point you know life is happening so many emergency things going on when to me and it's me sell credit maybe you are credit no crana or is also bit me build credit no one at the same time no at the end also they build the credit no it's a car note our no na fear the baby say credit no it so many times say emergencies happen right say especially akwantufu bi a yaba mu no yɛmu bi okra na bi on first kakra nkokra na sometimes say den say ififo okra bi kra na omo sabe call ma no na so omo sabe call kra na emergencies mi si e ofi a we hwe nyiyi say me car note say bi am car note na 1,000 a month na say yesi me ma me bi da ho owu a na say we hia 1,000 usually no yɛmu bebree hɔ nom a yɛbɛtwɛ sɛ that month no kora bi a yɛntua car loan yɛde bɛkɔ akɔyɛ because we wu asɛm nti at that point no that situation a ɛma no hard sɛ wobɛtumi atua nyinaa nso yɛnim sɛ womɛse a payment to a point bi a a core credit. So bad information on your credit, it stays there for 7 years. Good ones 10 years. It's Bohana will pay or credit score take it then because of that situation. It that's another one. Almost payment and sometimes if it goes on for a while, 2-3 months, a year after 90 days, and I will be saying it means I reprocess it a car no cry. Now that means say car no cry na so far what you cry no it will ultimately lose na. It matoka 15,000, but me to be 7,000. I feel me to car payment no. Yenya was saying nana kwaku ankobia or say nice perspective, but if one doesn't have the means to purchase outright, what would you suggest? Yo minia nina edisu ayeba say anyway kwan a ɛfa so ɛbɛtɔ ɛnyɛ criticism say ye criticize bibi nko ara no ɛnyɛ ade a ɛyɛ wɔ ha yɛma solutions to it. Ɛdam so ayeba. If we don't have the means to purchase, what can we do? Yɛbɛ starting na yɛbɛyɛ edisu ayeba. I know say open source in term but thanks for joining in, Nana. I really appreciate for you joining and also will contribute to. Very nice. I'd say the kind of contribution or questions you have between me. It's another question and yo. Eti ube reprocess it, a bit me reprocess it. You reprocess at that point, one or credit I say usika unya udikoshe munya well lusu. Number 3, credit risk or risk or credit for so toka or tono a bit loan out so. Number 4, but make be kakra fa nana question one sana via a bit midru a trick kakra. 4, I say killing with. All right, nana say ebia the American no see a idea by say ebia me pese me toka miniscan the right means that meeting their toka na ade na meye ade ba ko a ehunu sɛ na meka bibi ho na yɛnua abɛgyamfi no ka sɛ wa bad nso 10 minutes ohun sɛ menka scan car no ho asɛm na sɛ the way tie no yɛnyina no ehun sɛ if you become what you think about all the time. Ade ba ko why cry na me fi sɛ ɔmo agree kɛse emphasis Trump and Obama be agree on say you become what you think about. The wodwe no and that's the be hu wani so no and na woyɛ. So we look around us, what are people doing? Majority of the people take loans for everything without asking any question. If you see a school, you say, was take a loan near the school. If you see a talker, or see a tiki loan near the talker. If you walk around a TV crying, you will see a timmy tiki. Into the things are around us, the same thing here over and over again. Into now, I was talking about called minority thinking and a minority mindset. We show historically, since the time of Babylonians, Asian, people have been going the same direction. They are not going anywhere. The few people are on different direction. They are being successful. But sometimes if it's almost fun, and so the people no the same thing over and over again. And so I know say the culture naturally say as a BBA or see a jilon near the choir. There's another way to live. And yes, there are a few sacrifices. So we need that level. So we'll start to solve you go there. But the thing say the reason why we do that, and that's the reason why Nana Kasane say that is the mindset that we have. And am I dream outside the box say if you perceive a car, then kojilo near kojilonko. There be your mind one option, and the option is also a loan. But have you tried different options? And I said, what Charles say? We dream say apart from CB and coming can loan in one. Yes, sir. But there are other ways I'll be to me live. I think there was a time, it was the same thing that many about could be or tabas or about hitting me with a tough questions. No, can be about not or say maybe a dime crap see a because the reason most of us we get in debt because you never see a build your credit. Now you are quite a dine the ultimate and but you told any we cross to your near that's near it when and as our credits no crown and stop in Indian say credits it's not cheap. Obi no odin sika be ma so de ma sika se kwa e de so utua interest so interest kakra be baso anya e be kakra be baso he enti no ye nyina ye mindset nse e wo se agi loan na ye de ye bibi e wo se agi wi na ye de ye wi enti de bia no se bibi na ehia ye think outside the box se bibi na ehia ye make sure say ye e wo se ekoje e sa so a yi e ma na easy man Henry Ford and a kind will say debt is a lazy man's way of purchasing stuff. Which my ampa because the debt no harder than also me drain outside the box. I don't know what's me to a creativity, me create say oh meet dinner meeting I cry and I see a quackwaje. It be na you can no. Yes, nice perspective, but so when is Canada better na yede. It think alone so ni wa kabere. Ye ti ye minim sana na bia watena Ghana kakra na say oh yeah ye first papa mo ne ma me mo ni ade no. Mo to mo cash mo to the cash. Hey, we need your funny for man. And I say you find a means at better. And yes, I had the tier dear. But you be do so. It's your code number 4. Number 4, you're killing with uh debt equals risk. More debt equals more risk. The more what debt no, the riskier we. Hey. Say see average car payment. Average car, and I say average car and kasapani worth is about 48,000. Average car payment, as I speak right now, new car is 716,000. Used one is 526 a month. All right. Even the nuances of a new car and a used one car, we can talk about that. But then you come once and we car in general, and you say a new car and a year. See a new car. That's every month be able to 716. By the way, studies also show say now about 23% of people that own a car, it more than $1,000 on a car. That's a mortgage. Oh, some places a mortgage outright, but it on a month on a car. Say a bus yen this kana usheswa average American, the say study straight say in our lifetime, working lifetime, by infancy 25 to time I ever retire, which is 65 or 67. Year car payment throughout. Into 40 years payment. That means anything payments. That means it's a car. You try we are your car. Like I was saying, bare 5 years. You give you try we na near then you return the court near trading near Saji car for 4. You try we are 5 years. Near Sad the court near Jeff for 4. 5 years near Sad the court near Jeff for 4. That's a dear ya no. That's how average American lifestyle no. When it comes to car payment throughout our life now, the and say you try cars and one say you try cars every year be a new try call. I know say some people here we bit me relate to it. Who I'm say by now every year the no. But a car yeah no way you be crazy say crowd the so-called sophisticated no crowd car no crowd it be crying na yen too near leasy because we are sophisticated. Set yeah that's the lifetime in now. So even if 30 years cry yeah 30 years in a that means you 257 760 and you car payment for the banks and the car companies. And no one here. Now it's a buses and key investors says he can cry now. We need the emphasis in the trio. It is you invested 716 every month over 30 years no. We try to manage 40 years no. And 30 years, over 30 years, 700 and your friend is saying 16. You been 1.618 509. And not keeping with the rate of 10%. Let's say I'm wrong. when you 10% rate, when you 7% rate, that will still give you about 840,000. It's, if you ma the any be choose, see between car payments, and I say, yeah, be invested. I says, can I be here? I know say nana pentem deɛ na abɛyɛ yɛbɛduru hɔ nti yɛhwɛ yɛ invest you that money na yɛde tua ma car payment no anaasɛ yɛde tua ma car companies the interest the bibi ɛwɔ mu a yɛyɛ no every year biara every 5 years biara yɛbɛchange car ne yɛtua sɛ sika no nyinaa no ɛcost yɛn our lifetime ɛcost yɛn 200 and your friend saying 257 and that's how much it cost but he invested that money now with a rate of 10%. The stock exchange has been doing that for the past 100 years. 1.6. Even if I'm wrong, the stock exchange is 7% krana. It's still going to give us close to $1 million. And yet we retire with no money. I hope we like the car. I hope say car na these are some of the things that one I won't calculate in cost money na. Into you as you lose that one no by as a physically sanity. But these are some of the things that cost when we work car loan. Now, especially you keep on using car loans every 5 years. You keep on doing that. And yeah, 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, now you keep on doing that. We will lose a lot of money. The last one about the borrowing while doing that on the car loan is wrong. It's not a good idea. You're borrowing money to get to work. In name say was here juma. In name say yes, I was here juma. You hear transportation. Yes, starting on church. Say most county or now most cities, the way it's built, Ottawa, the answer was so here car. Buses near the and yes, you hear car, right? But you imagine say if you try 716 for a car, that means every year you try about 8,500 just to go to work and back. Because we share average American, you use a car's transportation, you use a jumaba, maybe we can be a sorry be another big caribbean continue. And yes, it be a is constantly need to quite get the BIA. It's just to go back and forth now. I don't know. 8,500 gas nyame gas and can we just say ye kwa juma ye back again. These are some of the things that, like I said, behind the scene, one share ordering now massad no. What start to say calculate sad now. No say yes, I'm losing. Number say if I make 50,000 a year, if I'm making 50,000 a year, that is a chunk of my pay. We just say before see best start January now in the year no krano. We says we are free mukra. That means say already 40 I'm dealing with 51,000, which is about almost 15 to 17% of my sika krako. Uncle Sam Yamai. Other money be a better up to chain, be investment a crabby and be yamai. To be who now we see be about 20,000 people crown albania. With this level, we say we make 50,000. We are now to be a watcher. We dream one tears, who be a watching free and casapa. But this small a car G2 also, and I said data G2 also, not the neighbor. Before the year begins, no crown, and Sana, the baby Uncle Sam Yamai, that money, 8,500 is gone because you sign contracts every month to be an between 716,000. It is already gone. It will be there a year Juma, you make 50,000, but we can afford for food because a baby beer, you sign contracts in the beer when you be free. It will see a different mindset because apart from that, no crown, the cars, gas, maintenance of the cars, no crown. You will see a different mindset. You start to change flow. Or see me start to be creative about say all the time. Be will see a debt. Or see me putting things together. And you say And then it's nyadia eboy. But like I said, majority of us, that's what we do. Hey, you see, we state be crana, when you're creating who car, because an car we using. Okay, you Nanasa the Bibia to say, but the other argument is how do I make the 50,000 if I can't get to work? I think it is a necessary evil. I said, you better get to. It looks as if say the American I hope Mami Fantus question. Or say, but the other argument is do I make the 50,000 make a class make it 50? Example I was making, if I can get to work, I think it's a necessary evil. That's good. You can say that, but you be drew. Say better than what you I was who said, "Men car say me and talk car near here, and you see here it be quite juma aba. Ihia car no because you here cry na yintimi make it that day unless say transportation in the beginning because say most of Americans no the cities are your team and be brave near ade no and yet big cities no Chicago mo New York mo near and bisa uhia car even cry big cities cry be crowd baby out no cry na be cry uhia car ade ba it car na the men car say me ento yes we need a car but the way you see turn on it the way the premium near the anyway and ho asɛm ne yɛka sɛ bɛyɛ a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi yɛ creative ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi make sure sɛ yɛbɛtumi anya car abra yɛngye loan anaasɛ yɛgye loan koraa nyɛ too much to me koraa deɛ ɛho hia sɛ wɔ sɛ yɛgye loan ɛde tɔ car no nti like I said we are coming on it nti the last one which is the borrowing money to get to work no it already no you make it 50,000 it's already gone in fact 8,500 is gone nti now no about 41,500 na ebi a be deal with crowd and san uncle Sam at the aba hey this animal ni answer and car na cross so maintain gas also water it will be when say eh baby bia do point be yeah because you move be ye adwuma pa ba ye hu ye ho ano in pass ye adwuma so ye hu ye ho ano these are some of the things that a man yes it now you go back to na first question na oye no decide say or say yes a nice perspective but uhia car na be den yeah uhia car no dia na be unis ayibia wuso a uniska unihwe nti dia na be uhia car no nti no say ehwem a you move bro ho no ma you that situation already because if you come back to the beginning now I say nipa 119 million and a loan on cars. That means already most people and there's a wish to say almost about 44% of the adult population. You say a year 20 in a line so and I say 15 in a line so I wish you baby 40 already or that situation. Remember, say car no I toy no you're too free. No car na lose value already. All right. Now already with that situation. Me personally, say the first na minimum the me saa de no bi sɛ matɔ car 5 years metua wie na no na car no tiapo ne ho ɔden kama na mede kɔ latest one bi aba na makɔ akɔgye foforɔ na wasa start ɛsɛ atua bi rather no mum no me invest that money no mu than sɛ mɛyɛ saa de no let's say now we already in the situation MC we cry it doesn't answer another question you remember another question also we already in your situation and I say see nyanto ini unis card beto ebe de we dey your situation it ni yen hwɛ the situation ye be it most you will kadada or car no so you move the ntini here car back and forth but I saying we say how any and I say no that is bad I'm saying with me actually see most people they talk car to impress they talk car no just to impress it's obi na car say rather than me impress me bank account more. The car no most people na what you actually we ya no that is bad. Me name the opposite Santino which you talk car to impress. Now you was a situation into the bay. Remember, steady say you talk car 5 years, you 2 years near the car no corner as I could for 5 years, you 2 years near the car no corner I could for. Into right now you was a situation now the bay. You used to car no 5 years, you 2 years. You 2 years no now you be spread it the years no longer. Instead of the 5 years na the corner I could for. Now I've said near baby. Your baby ye ho free sa bondage nim. Your baby ye ho free sa your friend say you know idea ho akoshim na ye hwie nye yi no. You won't be brave a car. One, you ain't me afford that car. No. And the normal sense no cry. No. You see, average American spend about $1,800 a month outside the mortgage. Why say you can outside the mortgage? $1,800 outside mortgage, you know. In your Ike, thanks for joining. Karichi Ike, thanks for joining. Yo, outside the mortgage, you spend it most $1,800. Mortgage BBA is so hard. Say, betting especially if you live in those areas now. Very expensive now. 600, 700,000 hard. So betting mortgage loan fine. But outside mortgage, everything be a cabiano. Yana in your match. A BBA betting a seafood. It imagine see you spending 1,800 outside the mortgage. That's a money be and keep it save. Already, no, nipa bebree you should that you spend that already. That means you will inkunya car, you will student loan, you will car loan, you will TV loan, you says cano a free. As the BSC council you a year juma pass you 1,800 and a free already. One, why you're buying a car that we cannot afford? I know, so when you start talking about this, we see yes, why you don't want me to have expensive stuff and after finishing paying for the car, one must not trade in or purchase another. It is a relief until the car starts having problems. Then one can do that. If not, hold on the already paid car. Good. That's it. That's it. More. Yes. We are buying a car, first of all, we can afford. We have a car we can afford. Let's look at it this way. I make 50,000. My car, I have 48,000. That means my car is my whole year salary. My car is my whole year salary. Does it make sense? Does it really make sense? So my car me use no. I am a whole year salary. By yeah, it will be brilliant. Hey, you cry they say 48. We go make it 50. The car is 70,000. Ubetime sir on two conditions. So we talk car na car no. The rule of thumb is say we talk car. Your car should not be more than 50% of your income. It is a me make it 50,000. It is a car. More than 25,000. And I'm not saying it's a loan if at all. I'm talking of the paid off car. It is more than 25,000. And it's a car more than 25,000. You make it 50,000. The car 48,000. It doesn't really make sense. But say they can yeah. And I that's it for we. It already no, you talk car no as a chain. And I never would dim my car never would dim my as no yato. Need to 700. We make it 50,000. And I say we 750 on a car alone. You have other things to do. Over struggle. Number two, we to 50,000 car our cash. Say if your net worth is more than $1 million, why? Okay, I'm not saying say you make $1 million. I'm saying on net worth. On net worth, what you own versus what you owe. Adia wo nyinaa ɛne yɛ car wodi nyinaa wote free mu na sɛ $1 million a wobɛtumi. Why? Because woyi 50,000 car na car de gya tum sisi akora wo ne insurance was na wɔn san aka na wo net worth 50 a ɛbɛka nso ɛnka wo kɛse. But wo net worth nyinaa 100,000 na sɛ 50,000 kɔ ne yɛ a sɛ na wobɛfiri. In my opinion, if your net worth is not a year, the rule of thumb say you make sure say you use that. Yes, sir. Anyway, your time no your commercial break aba. Now your commercial break bar be share near faithful. Na dia kan na ye dia to so. And now stay tuned. You do unkomo no ye beba so. You know, your commercial break aba enche bi ye be ko ye ko ba misa kakra na ye we. Ye ba ye de beto so. Say you be commercial break no so no na ma what say ye high life ye dinner dance kinti dance dinner your friends say kinti dance no baso 28 Sunday 28 October Saturday 28 October 2023 a BBB a very nice pass when you be this year try $100 a very nice and you get a chance to meet presenters what your man can high life when you way you know you try ho ba ye ba ye the best so ya can. say you drew Patromon Fanta na in share baby was to say. Yo, eti you bisa say a better than anyway. It is said Aquan said, yeah, Timmy etria your 5 years every year. Because most people are with that situation already because we've had the number now 119 million people, which is about 44% of the adult population already on their car. Now, yes, so your habit of paying, then after that, all of a sudden, near Sako back, near Sako Jeffro. If you're crying, your friend saying, Nana, MIT, say, and yet a new good idea, so what me hold you on to. It's now, if it's any baby, but yen kra the ben say instead of 5 years now near trading akwaje for now you be stay another 3 more years 3 more years per me presume say what new car na say we use 8 years me sure say still no 8 years no cra na still no ho den kakra na so we use 5 years we are still car na tiapo it's another 3 years ba be count no still no be a ubenya here and there be a bit me ase kakra ba enye match. Now, instead of the 716 every month near the banks, no, the car companies, no, you save that for just 3 years. You save it for 3 years, which is 36 months now. About my 25K. But there was a dream also say, "Sa car na near target, no, in the you say car, you lose the value. Car na near target, no." Anka 5 years time na ke nya itwa wi anka kwa kwaje foforo no that car I remember said that time no na sa car no and yet 48,000 be 24 nti betimi kura to asa nya $1,000 also nti say ne yebeye yebeto car ye to car ye tua wi because say no ye can in a situation say ye loan dada ye hwe nye ye already ne loan num nti kwan be ne be fa so a ye betimi afiri mu na fa firi wo kɔ no ye nto car ye tua bi na question no ho ye beba so no say uni scar be to kra na wo dia fe na bi a wo start bra pe so ye beba no so but we die ya ye wo mu dada no ye wo cars already na car no ebo wo so ye tua payment na ho kire no die ne be you su car no 5 years ni wi a ye mfa car no nko back say kwa ko change but emum ye the car no be you su car no for the next 3 more years se mi kra me ha mani kra na we kra betime you su 2 more years kra ka ho ama na ye 10 years and san waton but the fan say a habit ani that now you change frame it no now you train for 3 years per the 3 years no since the same amount no you be bank account near start to save says can it is save 716 now for the next 3 months for the next 3 years no which is 36 months no e be my 25,000 at least. Now even crying see investing in a year be the money market account be near the 2 year na say at that time no the interest on the money market account no crash so good that e betimi nya kakra interest kakra sa aka ho nti yen show now at the same time no him say by 3 years time cars they losing the value almost up to 50%. The car na near target yanka was here 3 years no and 50,000 be now a 24,000 now e betimi atoye car. Guess what e betimi asai be because of the car payment, because we have so many payment going on. It be cry na your 401k IRAs near the cry intimi yet, and they will cry ye cry na ye no kese. It be cry intimi ntwea more. But now yetimi abo modern etimi free that payment ni. It now the be say ye be sa another 8 more years. 8 more years. But if saving cry ye ton ye car na the ton car na ni use for 8 years now. And then betimi say ni bibi kakra to no. We almost in a trading steady chair say trading a west your friend said usually nunya less than say wow better. It's usually no the best way saying beton car war 25 what car 24. So car no cry what one say about 3,000 5,000 krana still we go room be or 5,000 but you maintain car no for a while. That means that you still continue saving your 716 no. It is save 716 now you call another 8 years. See, you call another 8 years at 716, no, saying 716 for 8 years. You can see you check it 716 for 8 years. You check it, cry and share 716 for 8 years. Ebe my ye cry no. Tonight you be invest you, but most people know if I say your friend is saying ye 401k and as any rota, you call your 401k say ye 760 no, ebe my be almost be 70,000, be 68,000. It is any idea ye wrote a year. Now you bet me start aye. Now even cross your year, bet me pushing up. Bet me pushing up near no more. A year and no for 5 years crying idea. Now you see to another car. You bet myself 3 more years. You enjoy a road, no, you bet me reducing the kakra. Yeah. But at that time, say if would the near to 2 years, any idea, you don't even have to reduce this. Said you make you calling now a gradual process. Yes, I turn your old car now, yes, I will scout one. You see, the thing is, Yama finance and as a personal finance, the BI finance say the first, especially when it comes to like investing and all that now, I say you're complicated and papa. The first I say, oh, they are investing, I will say complicated, and son I say, papa, no. So we should a study just say most people that are millionaires, I'm talking of rare millionaires, and yet the loud ones now, those you see flashy cars, big houses, no, most of them, and you're money millionaires, no. The millionaires, average millionaire, live in a 25 square house. Yeah, and they don't use new cars, they use slightly used cars. Those are the rare millionaires, you know. Those people, no, they use just 2 vehicles. Normally reach that status. And it wasn't a day. It was about 11 to 15 years, gradually saving into their 401ks, gradually getting away from car loans, paying cash for cars, and they save that amount into put more money into their 401ks and they paid off house. Those 2 pair and they almost hit that status as being millionaires. So they range from a millionaire from bare 1 million to bare 5 million. Those 2 vehicles, free that corner, that side, the corner, and you see a different side. Then they invest more in different things. But just investing in your 401k, your Roth or IRA, easy, a bit me get you there. If a constant, we're in a constant, you may be a fan of going back and see a bit take his cap free. Just staying away from car loans. Now, we making sure say we invest those amounts, and I say, bump it up high, your 401k, I don't know, it can't able me to withdraw. And yet one day, and yet loud. You see, real wealth is built in silence. And yet, say the BIA say if we think of millionaire, and if the Adrian say those with the fancy cars, with a big house and all that, steady just say, Stankophone, they are not millionaires. The real millionaires, no, yeah, silent. Silent. Those are called consumers. Yes, they spend a lot of money. And most of the time, those people, they make a lot of money. That's the trick. But they spend all the money. But people now making more, no, cry, no, millionaires. Another study said, even the millionaires, 63% combined household, 63%. In TFN, say, 10 million millionaires. Out of that, I think in 2018, there was a study done, there were 18 million millionaires. That 18 million millionaires, 63% of them, they've never in their lifetime, making more 6 figures, making more than 100,000. But yet, millionaires. And then, constantly saving gradually, constantly staying away from debt, especially car loans. Stay away from them. And gradually, at your mobile, at your it's constantly you see constantly you're not taking debt. It has to be content. And yeah, type now 401k and could be near the near the consider Ghana. No, also Jano ne behode gradually medical. And now if you 401k, you best start here. Yes, why you be bumping it up more. The rule of thumb is at least 401k and our Roth, and our IRA at least 15% of your income. If you're making, let's say 100,000, at least you should save 15%, which is 15,000 in a year. That's the rule of thumb. And that's how we make it 50,000, about 7,500 in a year, 15% of your income. Now, no, it's unique card data. That's yenya itimiye. See yes, so na see yenya na 15 year 5 year, it me bumping to that side. Na fear no more, right? Nice. We'll drive now. We'll drive with a free, debt-free car. A different, a look different. So be influence. This is how you walk. Yeah, you will that no. You bet me aye. To say you walk. You move that because you move high or come that. You bet me aye. You bet me a free my young go back to debt me. The sister teacher say as at August, yeah, the latest update say 61% of people live on paycheck to paycheck. Live on paycheck to paycheck. We make 100,000, 150, 120 years. We can't afford for food because you're so much debt. It's kind of a toy accounts man. I can say no. I make 150 years, but you are broke. Yes, we make it 50. Are you okay? We make 150. You are broke because you live on paycheck to paycheck. And yet, all because of BBR. Yes, who make this cano? But in Yaba Ekutiaka. In Yaba Ekutiaka. See it me say boy, rather say big give your money to your friends, the car companies, the big give your money to financial institutions the best way and the wisest way is to make sure we stay out of it. And this is the plan a bit in the year free. Now na question ankasa paa so na question say now no me pese me talk car yefa say my wie school afina me start adwuma no me nheda niska nyese me nheda kra me niska baby am ye adwuma na kwan wa ti o say me hia car o say me de car na ebetimi akọ ti ye be ne den be de metimi start. This is the time I was see it me sacrifice already a good question because most graduates when they come out of school the first thing almost they reward themselves with a car. What loan of 30,000 or the akoto car. That's the first thing. That's how the genesis of so many debt started. Why not starting? It was starting our G, I don't know the akoto. This is the suggestion I'll be to me. I know said to say they can niska. You have to sacrifice. One, you won't be grow high any budget. The near budget. Usually if you're not on budget, it's hard to see because we spend it anyhow. We start to say, oh yeah, budget. We start to say, oh yeah, budget now. We say, oh, BBR change because now you know the BLC. John Maxwell and the kind will say, budget is you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. You start to see your budget. Now, in this car, the Hansi to a hoofty car. Me friend Aleche. Car was parked crown and no, it was on gege. Now, it will go back and forth. And yet, forever. And yet, will be to me bare $1,000 and now 2,000 car 2,005. I know said these car boarding. But between me first car, the non cast cars, me say it 500. And me say first car me toy, me toy me say 1,002. It me take it 4 years. Unya BB. Now, no one started. Remember, average car payment is 716. And imagine say if financial would charge 716. Now start to say, oh, the scale go on. And yeah, you pay 2,000 car you use back and forth. And yeah, forever. You used to bear 1 year and now 2 years. And the first the car bit me take here 1 year crana. 1 year and a bit take here. A bit 8,000. So you can say the 716 to one. You turn that car now. And it's 700 and 1 year, which is infants about 8,000. With a car now near you know, which is about 2,000. That time infants 8,000 or 9,000. You bet me at car. One in sister maybe a car you pay 30,000. That's how you know. Now you toss a car no 9,000. You to car for a best remember, study say most car you hear say you go back and forth a jumum to fee near. Into ye here, yes, ye hear car, but ye hear your friends a Porsche and a Bequa Juma. Who is cannot be me a fine? I may will be so why you don't want me to have 9 things. No, but I don't want the 9 things to have you. Who will seek an abit me a fine, bit me a Porsche, who the call Juma, who will seek, but say for God's sake, men could dicker and to car. Because it will be cut down. Now, in your 9,000, in your 9,000, you talk car, a best swinging, you be making sure they be quite back and forth. Yes, I repeat the same thing again. Yeah, the 716 I said to who be ma this time 9,000 is solid. The bit me the 2 years. 2 years, the bit me over baby 16,000. 16,000. The bit me a ton the use, you know, which at that time, Grandfather said devalue to bear 5,000 crown, I will bear 21,000. It bit me repeat that cycle, no sir, to see the back. Yeah. It card ye here by here Porsche. I had the back. And I see here 40,000 car. A bright home son. Yes, who see can out a very nice. By a home son, ya say, Chinchina was here talk at the him. Remember, the idea is say your mind home options. The BIA the Adrian say or see a G loan a DBBA. The Adrian say was see a DBBA. Your mind home options here and drink and facade and I say because they said they make kind of minority thinking. The majority of people around us not be in G loans. The majority of people around us G loans cost to G loans to cars, G loan into no one said the cycle no cost. Instead of say a better say Adrian Kakrasi bit me creative dini bit me ya yen ka a worker. You be the same thing. You see, environment say powerful change genes. No, you may papa genes near the way. The environment and only a powerful change. I no cry. So to the mention, it's the use amount for you now the same because sanity. That's the culture. That's a near my and yes, yeah. It's here car. Yen drink your view school nearby. Oh, my brother view school no or buy an reward on himself with a brand new 40,000 car. It means me the same thing I'm a na fee. Oh, my brother we na call rent apartment no and or gin kunya gum in kunya or no which was be in France be 3,000 and then also the 2 way so oh TV and then also the 2 oh we mostly the and see in bisa say be crowd na say you bisa say how much any to a month TV on ma a car 716 your maybe crowd to to car crowd to your student loan be 400 your furniture be be 150 your TV be 45 your even cry your vacuum cleaner be 30 it moving in heavy that's the average room make be 50,000 now was any money na over struggle financial over struggle and I say yeah sometimes say you start to see a struggle so yent na say yeah dream ho ne bia ho kwan krebesa na say you hope say as a miracle be see and so you the same thing consistently the same thing na but you are hoping say you be see and change a BBNC or see changes as and change a BBNC or see change to another make say minority thinking now no instead of in joining majority no which is not taking us anywhere no the same process now you follow no the same process now will be a coso a honey no now see start a come back they start to say a BB fufu the BI there's another way to live and this is it. Nti yɛhwɛ sɛ even koraa de biara yɛgye loan ni ade na wo saa situation ma nyɛ ka nko koraa na sɛ different situation na wo mu agyegye bebree a deɛ koraa na betumi ayɛ. I was talking about budget. Wo hia wo budget. Obi a wo sika nso wo start sɛ ɔyɛ budget na ɔnya raise. Raise ne deɛ he all of a sudden, dream, pay attention, pay attention to the stuff. The moment you start paying attention, we say I started differentiating the wants from the needs. The niyama here kasapa, because let's be honest, most people just want. I would regard see a junk pay go on in as a toy. A junk. And the needs not make a one seven. The things I hear baby a DT beto, a DT2 so I hear utilities come electricity, gas, water, animal here transportation. Even if you live in the area transport system you good at, you don't really need a car. Here no so. But at the same time, but every day if we eat at a restaurant, you'll be broke. Every day, who did you a restaurant? You'll be broke. So, now go to a 70,000 car. I will make you 50,000. You can't tell me say 70,000 car. I will go to more than 1,000. You'll be broke. Now go to $1 million house. Ufa kwan bi so timi ya na nya bi kwan kran million kran na a house you can't afford that, you'll be broke. At the same time, which is our 4 walls, no one fear that 10 also be the. There's nothing wrong but all nice big days, but all nice car. By God's sake, you see, when you look at it, you call reverse. You call reverse. So the things are other people that are winning with money, that are financially sound now. Almost 30 taught those things, no, the things they can afford. When yes can we are almost started to, because when yes can we and was started to sanya. By the then ye to aboard an answer. Near watching any man cry free and sem. But under more sense, no, all things be equal, no, we're starting a gradual. The things you can afford so that you can stash money away, so that you can put money away. Because if you start bringing all this debt, as an amount will live on trenches. As a debiana, just say it's kind of the open make. One thing I love about our community crowd say, I was say, then we buy too much of a house. A dine the end but that price friend and at the end because a bay 4-5 need be clear. As an life be a cranny ho. Men for so uncle to car one honso 20 year within 2-3 years. To car now because these days we can't delay gratification. We want it and we want it now. I want this car, I want it now, especially phones, a bar, hey, phone, $1,000 need to credit. So if you can buy a phone 1,000 and pay cash, that means you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. As you have a for Sabaya, and you said, one of your friend is saying the poor thinking, and your friends the great thinking. No, they don't care about what people say about them. The poor, no, you dream the amount for the status in your dream. Status so the dream, always you be in debt. Always, Obi kura timi ka sɛ minyanka sɛ metimi sɛ mokyere me minyanka bi a mekae kura mɛtɔn so sei menya ho obi ahu sɛ meyisu kaa wei no deɛ mɛdɛma me client baako ka me sɛ maame ɛm sɛ kɔmmɔ ndew sɛ kɔmmɔ adew paa na sɛ ho akyerɛw a ɛnyɛ deɛ obi dwen na wodwen ɛkwan bɛfa so a wobɛdidi no ɛna hia na wo nneɛma bɛtɔ yi wo fie bɛtɔ yi ne hia ɛnyɛ deɛ obi dwen. Yes, me and I sign up for that. They say me free more. I didn't the status and I could draw it now we've gone crazy. And the edge debt. What him see yes shepe so near hot tree. Shepe ye can't send your team near you couldn't time. So yes, we make 50,000, I can near 70,000. It makes sense? No, by a year. It makes sense and so yeah. These are some of the things into what that situation which me reverse that gradually, step by step. Dada, we be making sure say we be tria instead of the 5 years now we call kwaje for no. Now they are see extra 3 years now they are talking for. And for God's sake, I mean can be men taught the channel the right time will be back between to the channel. We was saying, and then person may enjoy my labor. Me am labor, juma me ye near day, person may enjoy. No, me person will enjoy. I also enjoy, but also enjoy ye. May enjoy by debt, enjoy by your own money. I think na me will be no say that's the thing you see can idea. Say be take a long time. Yes, I know say most of the things I make is unpopular. You hear this age and at this time, yeah, women everybody want to get rich quickly. Now you are telling me to get rich slower. I think it's unpopular, but that's what I believe in, and I've seen people it work for people. This process has made so many people millionaires. And because there's another way to live. Not the debt. You can even buy a house without a credit score. I know some can be crowd be argument cry. Because in your build your credit and they are to die. But if meet me at to die crowd without a credit score, then why do I have to build my credit? A friend of manual underwriter. I remember before the credit score, no more to die manual underwriter, there's a few companies are still they do that. When you sue life and the amount. Manual underwriter. It is the debt all the time, the debt. Hey, a genie just say a cosa, but if we would have a choke, we are now for bankruptcy, now see a co-file. Once we're talking about bankruptcy, we're talking about different things. We're talking about so many things. There's a different way of beating a live without going through all this process. But I must tell you, it's already more any easy amount. More any break, beating me sacrifice it within 2-3 years. You'll be out of it. The one a year budget. Now, no, a year budget out, say, now what pay attention, be a cost be now winning. Now, when our control scamming, this can control. If you will be a DNA bay, you be making sure say, ye car every year so. Ye car every year because I did about queen pie. You see, by far, your most wealth building tool is your income. No question, it's your income. Your most building tool, and yet your compensation, while you're Juma reward, and then I'll be building wealth. But if you are giving all that away, then I'll be building wealth. You will breeze, it's kind of a too, and then might live that cycle, paycheck to paycheck. No, it's kind of a too maneko. If you are using your wealth building tool, if you are giving it away, then I'll be building wealth. Then I'll be it needs to given away. And the only way I ain't given away is say you be stay clear of debt. And if you are in debt right now, me a say be stay best start to say we'll share off. Remember, the year budget now, you will go room kakra. So 400, 500 which 99%, if I work with somebody, you go through that process now, see a year budget in a year. Once all of a sudden, skaka crab a debt. You start to put that into your debt to clear off debt. Because if you pay off debt, and also a car payment of 716, if you that money comes to you. It doesn't go anywhere. It comes to you. Now it's your own. But me and the opposite you be who student loan 400 now student loan if you want that money comes to you. It's already 715, 716 plus 400. Now 1,001 and anchor a call out now it stay with us. It stay with us. You another loan be 200, 300 in everyone. Into all of a sudden, when you say a fee, it may ye can in everyone. Many break within 2-3 years. Bet me a year for when you break. I'd say budget now we now when you're a tree. I'll be me there. Bet me up extra job be and you forever just for a period or for a season. 2-3 years. Bet me a clear for you because you want all the money. Now a cost payment inside you say bow say stay with you. Not me there yet was all the year no free now no remember, in a period, and I say in a period, crying say life happens, emergencies happen. So we need emergency fund. An emergency fund, right then, BBC we go back to debt again. Now, near a credit card, you could pay loan, you could pay we need a buy. In here, emergency fund of 3 to 6 months. And imagine if we make 50,000, we don't have car loan, we don't have any debt, any debt. Near save about bare 15,000 as emergency fund, and our infancy save bare 20,000 as emergency fund at the year. That's our thinking quite different. We be different. We be different. Because majority of the people in NISA, when it comes to the financer, the sad part, I say, about 60% of the population any $1,000 when it comes to emergency fund, any $400 when it comes to emergency fund. I believe it's 1,000. It's a what you save undi obiaka. Now to me save about 20,000 as emergency fund. You are way ahead of more than about 70% of the population. Way you too low back and forth. You probably bring any $1,000 when it comes to emergency fund. I'd say, you could borrow from credit card and say, could pay loan. Say emergency BC, you nam gidi. You kakraka, you kuntaina, you more flat to from 1,000. You nipa 10, ejinawa. Nipa be 6, ye nyabi. I'd say the quarter credit card, ye nya fiscal cash, you be quarter credit card, and now say, you be bank borrow. Yet you're making 150,000. Yet you're making 100,000. Yet you're making 200,000. Why? Because kind of a toy accounts in neko. A bit too ma career for nominal basis or maddy. I did was think the build a tune. You giving away because of the payment now you go through. Payment. I did be no. It's so share the fourth one was it kills your worth. Well building no killing because of payment. You work so hard, then you give all the money away. Work hard, no money na sako. Or because you manage or because the culture ni say then or see a jikalo. Then or see a jitch loan. Then or see a jiwe. Into yama sanya mane di and the edgy sanya mano all the time. It's the biani hoche. You make a lot of money. Because if you make 100,000, making 100,000 now to be any expensive because be too much. And so much will be brave. And so much will be brave. And so much because we share. Tell them we share. Say, nipa be brave. Oma hit millionaire status. Oma net worth a million. Now about 63%. We making 100,000 crada. And now we making 100,000 now. Who ultimately. And now making 100,000 be a won't mean save. That means that we are not managing it well. That means you are following the majority. It's now we see started changing that majority thinking nearby the minority thinking. So if you have population now, minority in say no more thinking. Minority in say no more thinking. We share population now 5% pay and their winning will be BM 5%. And their winning will be BM financially. On their winning. But now I can drink the same, not the same, so it hasn't taken us anywhere. Your cocoa that's idea about the same. Your cocoa was here file bankruptcy, your wipe be out near started. The same now rat race. I exactly near go back and forth the same. And yet between try every year be between increase your income. And look around yes, life by lifestyle creep. You increase your income on your PB. we go out there near Toby near Sadia, she near start making payment. They say income no create increase in for so be answer because you had pay payment for Sadia man. Was it they go back and forth the same all the time. You could the same ni one. Until yeah emergency fund 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months near day a year. 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. So if I spend 5,000 a month, and making sure some obey 30,000, between 15 to 30,000, maybe a amount depending on your situation. One, Mindy Obiaka. Two, managing me first of all, managing me budget kama. Two, Mindy Obiaka. Number three, me a friend me 30,000 of emergency fund. That means that me 15% of my income. It may invest 15% of my income. It is a make 50,000 a year, at least 7,500. The share retirement. The share retirement. They say in your March kakao. They defer, in your March into me Jimmy March now. 5%, 6%, 3%, my Jimmy March. My toll road, so my year road so kakra. Let's balance it. A year no via. See what die. Now yes, I know remember in you most of us can stay with us. You best start to see a topping. Ye danka, ye tia dino, kakaka nip seed ye free on 2,000 ye tia. You bet me the 500 be home because we have other things to do. Now you remember at that time no you won't cora. You started 529 a deal near started ye be more towards college. Near ye be a mom. A funny thing cry me tea a yeme you cry and say my name is Sister Bako near Kasame catch and say, when we 529 yeah or so you see any. I'm saying there, so you see, we are, I'm the beginning of a mechanical. Say, we are loan for Encorano. We are loan for Encorano. Why your 529 and TMA loan? How? Yes, go no 529 and it mean your loan. Miami 529 and TMA loan. I mean, does it even make sense? Yamami loan say, Koran so muji loan kusku man because of 529. Yes, yes, no, Harry, welcome. In Harry so joining 529 it's your loan. It's also at 529. Anyway, at this point, no, the 529, the kakra it's a 529. Any educational fund be a bit maybe biano, or the kakra tour, not the tour, not the tour, or the tour, not the tour. That you dance, you check a cray free hole, you try a kakra. Remember, you can see 2 vehicles, but most people hit that status now. 2 vehicles, employee retirement fund, and a paid off house. That's between 1 to 5 million. After that, we invest more in different things. But most of us, in that level, it means those 2 now, investment, and say, yeah, too complicated as an who are in a dream now and say, investment will say, I said, yeah, may we spread will have me and son. No, just those simple things are boring. Dollar cost averaging every month be the 200 every paycheck be the 200 every paycheck be the 200 so I was say what do that level no me to me die me die so me crack home me 2000 2005 na me two ma but 9 years die anaka was 30 years so 15 years no twa wi do wana retirement so na ekoso kakra na the two na the cost sa emo bi anko dada obi bitimi dada hey retirement the so-called your friend saying say investment professional so said yeah catch investment no faculty insurance you see na more potential no in state taxes invest na jo match they defer the taxes akra be ka no what all roth no after tax nti no uyi a untua tax bia bi woyɛ adwuma mu deɛ because wohia the match no one gya is kind of wogyama no free gye 5%, 3%, 6% wogye no wie a the rest now they are top rot no every this year which may 6,500. The combine me and the now make sure so the 15% of your income. Average millionaire share by 59 or so, sorry, 49. It ain't too much say ube ya kokra na so ube ya abroad na say ube need too much and sana with that status now which may use more money. No. And if you're almost starting in term crowds, almost starting that process here making, almost starting in term 22, we school 23 near then. By 30, 35, by 11 years. When you have your years, extra work count year, you know, or much 9 years average, no training than carry by 11 years, no, or on a millionaire status because what you are every or the more at all. Now, I'm going to start investing more different things. Just two vehicles, but into investment is say a ball and say it was in a cryptocurrency and a D and no. You say Nana American rare wealth no is built in silence. Real wealth is built in silence. The rich no, hey, see we know what the rich is, right? Hey, and I'm gonna loud. See to flashy cars or see to meanwhile to know. To be honest, they make a but they use all of it. Almost spending in they are broke in any between celebrities type. Almost making hundreds of millions almost because almost spending in almost spending in you know with the car payment with the toll also now all the time now if share is steady you know it can cost you 1.6 million. I hope you like the car. 1.6 million. 1.6 million. And it cost you one kasadi you put in about 250. That means 1.4 no, you did not put in all growth. You know the two and the and what is a first way about profit a year winya no. I won't be broke on my yet. It's now you say we need two a 2 no remember Sani mo nya betimi aye nti say the dance atan for us say we need dance na person to be a betimi asivu for down payment a little bit huge kakra mu do ye. Why? Because say what down payment ni mu do so what down payment now 20% of the dana what on what 400,000 dine that's over 20% which is about 80,000. One, a mortgage insurance PMI is gone. Untia PMI, Baunia, Ubitria. Imbi a die cry home so you need the mechanic koto. Yes, you know the pressure too. So you know you to scale. No, it's called buying time. So because we'll be rented down throughout your life is different. You can have that discussion. To me, dear, and yet nice also to me to be because we have Kuma world building a house a part of it because I appreciate in value. It's in a house crowd wow and my worth cost through. But so buying time, what me see more down payment and that they are ya final 3% the koto no kunya loan basabi. About the 5%, 10%, 20% at least when you loan are you good. Hey, because you difference go a basa loan be a basa before clauses on because you PM and the free margin do call refinance it depend the situation. If you are just loan you will difference it's no bua and a raters no or obe getting in there because on aduane a wodi no obe make sure so we getting in there. But we are na loan bua any loan papa. Tinya na we say 20% ha obinya loan you good obinya loan deal no nice. PMI so call I say reduce so usika na dan sika kasa nti yakoto dan 400,000 80,000 remember any 400 be now at 320 it reduce your payment no monthly payment is reducing to ease you off that But now, but to say started from the beginning, you start to see 3 of you start to see sad credit, need debt, this animal never fear life. A year free, we film was all of a sudden that things are started changing. Was start with that with the year. Yes, animal now you need an crown, a timid treat like a crown no rush, no speed, on your own pace. Hey, you go in a dan cost sentiment that may try another for. Oh, na interest rate cost no. So what you ready now to don't worry, was all share not yet. But why you ready, and you know also the base on other thought that so interest a cost but for manual way, but sure the same averagely now for a longest time now 7% on a mortgage. The other one, coin for a reason, because of whatever happened in the 2008-9, no more tries almost stabilizing in the coin. The interest rate usually in this country, interest rates around this. It's why already I'm trying you be on the sidelines. I bet you. Tona say a buffer out me refinance it. Just be ready on your money side. Men, yes, no, don't base on the factor. Now, we say animal in a tree abuna kakra we are with the pace now. Again, a bit me. Yes, animal in a remember say, big give so. I'm saying we be on more to say, be a we are coma, we see, we give you a fee say, Nipan Wisconsin normal. No, a part of word building. You give. We give you a part of word building. You come home, a building word. I start to see give. Bet me a boy. Timmy who say, Carlon and you be a boy with all the things now you share now. Your Carlona, a bit me now, the process will be that a bit me, the processor. You need nothing and KGB a bit me, so I go through, with a sacrifice, we'll see delayed gratification, yet you enjoy later. All these things now, you can with the loan. Run and be satisfied, but long last, yana and hygiene, but sacrifice it through now, the later parts, bit me, I enjoy. And see a time like Kwakakra. Every affirmation of the week. Affirmation say the worst is all behind me and the best is yet to come. That's the affirmation of the week. The worst is all behind me and the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come indeed. Now I will see changing that thinking or that majority thinking. Now you're doing the same. I will see a deal on ABBR. Now you go back to minority thinking. Minority thinking. And as you try to be creative about those things now. Yeah. So the worst is all behind me and the best is yet to come. That's the affirmation of the week. Affirmation of the week. The worst is all behind me and the best is yet to come. Yenye wrap up kakra bi na yenhwe and the topic no was about auto loan, auto payment. They said 5 reasons that car loans are bad deals. The depreciation kind of depreciate the lengthy loans, the risk, killing worth, and borrowing more to get to work. Those are the things. All right. Usually, me say I don't go without talking about managing risk. Managing risk anything. Managing risk, and they say you be put insurances in places. There are about 5 insurances that you can't go without them. Depending on your age, mostly 8 if your age you can go without them. 1 will be here health insurance, especially if you are here in America. You need health insurance. You have to do everything possible. I'll be study says that hospital for 5 days is about 30,000. So if you are trying to build wealth, now could you 30,000 from your pocket about and it's so easy. We share most bankruptcies happen a part of it. Most bankruptcies out here happen most of them happen because of health bills. Number 2, in here auto loan. You have to put auto loan in place. All these help build the wealth is smooth. So when you auto loan, that's it. When you accident, layer of fault, it's coming from your pocket. But the good thing about auto loan is that almost 50 states in is compulsory. The next one, a disability, both long and short disabilities. Be put some in place with jumum short one usually near free jumum we earn income mostly. Long one will be near for crana obeto yato only cheaper outside more. The next one, a life insurance. So we will be a feeding on our turn with D on our Jedine what them Miss Animana would dependent be also need life insurance. Life insurance and bit me a buam in name say in a pedicine bit me and do yes create an idea but in some emergencies near it me happen. Life happens. So when you are meeting us so but so put that thing in place for them. A bit me help them amomako. Usually life insurance, but between 10 to 12 years of your income. And if you make 50,000, you be between 50 to 600. And then because in the stock exchange averaging about 10%. And so almost 600, that means a bit more 60,000 every year. I'm the same with the befi I would spend on TV uni hokrana. They can live the same lifestyle now with the more money. Your umbrella insurance BBB or net worth was struck across these days no if you bit me you who say be when your car accident near their cars no more limit I want to almost more money or meet me you umbrella insurance number one then a couple of hundreds for a year but covers any money to go extra a bit me up. Yeah, all these insurance never because insurance BBB a bois Emma will replace the things will be loose so nanka won't mean to ya. We put those things in place. I bet wow. You say stingy or those near man. Your insurance is to protect you, especially life insurance, and for protection, and for investment, emergency fund, and for protection, and for investing in emergency fund. Usually, the top stock a money market account, your fund to stock. We hear emergency or to baby or say accessible. We hear now on Saka. At the same time, say hearts or sabe kakra. What they call top bonds for 5 years, 2 years, emergency see our the penalties time, maturity time, you better tell. Into the top a year money market account, which is yield and was chain investment a year friends just savings account. Here ultimately you are the at the same time, so we're separating from a bank account for just emergency. Build the water. These are some of the things that a bit me about and move on because the beer now so free. We build the kakra side between the beer was so jump baby ojina. That's why I mean in TB was sad no. You make sure anyway. And then we never be next week so will be strong kokra on joining every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. Bet me do contributions about bet me do questions about and yet the topic now kind of topic beer when it comes to finance. Questions and as a relationship because it goes hand in hand. Relationship and finance goes hand in hand. Or the buy bit me up wow. I mean to me usually the audience here no or the type will be atum. Any question would be bit me up. By next week 7 to 9 p.m. every Monday share is Kasem me and discuss it. Your host Patrik Barfi. Make sure until we meet again next week now. Spend wisely, save intentionally, and give. Peace out.